Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for North Dakota Today. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Chris Berg.
On
this, look at us, we look like Vikings fans. On this, Chris likes to call it Friday Eve. I know. Actually, earlier, Jordan Schreier, my valet today, he's like, "You look like Viking." I was like, "No, I don't." Now I look at you, I'm like, maybe I do look a little bit like I got
a little Viking vibe going.
Viking, so mine's a little bit late, for a Vikings vibe, but
You were so
hey.
Wait
Wait a minute. Look at that purple.
Fan.
We are ready for some Vikings
You were wondering
football.
if you should say that proudly or not for a
I
moment.
know, because I'm in Vikings territory. I will take that. So excited to say that.
We talked about it yesterday. You got Adam Thielen. You got the Jefferson kid that's coming in. Cousin's birthday, I think, was yesterday. Dalvin Cook. I mean,
that seems like normal, talk. I like that.
I love that.
I know some people for a while thought we talked too much sports, and then there was no sports, and now we're talking Vikings football, and I think I'm going to go over to the Red Hawks matinee game today.
Ooh,
it's supposed to be
nice.
Gorgeous, nice hot summer day. Because summer is not over yet.
No, not even close. That'll be fun to go out, get some dogs and beers, and good for you.
Yeah, we have some new people that work on our morning shift, so I'm going to try to get a few people out there and show them Newman Outdoor Field, because it's a beautiful venue if you haven't been there yet. So I'm peer pressuring a few people that I work with to go over there. I do have a busy day afterwards, so I won't be there all day. I won't be able to stay for the party post game, but
I think they've been winning the last few games, if I see correctly on Twitter. So the Red Hawks picking up some W's, and Chris Coast doing his thing. So it'll be fun to be out there. How much longer is the season? I'm not sure, and it's it's hard to keep track of too, because they're playing games every day, and I know some of the guys here at the station have gone to games where the Red Hawks weren't playing. I was like, how'd the Red Hawks do? Oh no, we went to, I think that was Nathan Hopper, who's in the kind of behind the cameras right now. He went to one of those games where I think I said, how are the Red Hawks? Who did you watch? Winnipeg and St. Paul. Winnipeg and St. Paul. So, nice.
So at Newman Outdoor Field. So if you just love baseball we all do, you can get out there and enjoy some baseball.
We need all that right now. Some live sports. Especially
since I was going to say, and I mentioned this earlier in the week, because my mom planner is back out. I'm looking at it, starting to write things in it. And tonight was supposed to be back to school night for my elementary student. And so I'm like, oh, that's weird that's not happening. But we also found out yesterday who her teacher will be.
Oh, that's good.
It used to be like a postcard we would get in the mail. Maybe they still, but I got an email. So everything's different. And I signed up for, I'm not sure there's going to be a back to school night. Like they used to, we have we signed up for individual meetings.
Like virtual stuff?
Yeah, I think we get to go into the building,
good.
but one at a time, kind of like you would for a parent-teacher conference.
Nice.
So that's coming up next week. But I was going to show people this. I'm always way behind on this, but when I was looking, here's the back to school supplies list, because I put things that when it comes to this, it was supposed to be back to school night, but school doesn't start for us till September 8th. So I was like, I just put in the order, and I did an online order too. I've never done that. I just went to my Target app and I just punched it all in, so I won't be shopping around looking for all these things like I have in the past. But we talk about it all the time. Let's take that closer look at something that's new on this supply list. At the very bottom, mask covers. One clean mask per day. So, and we've talked about that. That's not new, but I just was like, oh, that's interesting. You print off those little supply lists and there it is.
Dang.
And disinfecting wipes, I've mentioned that's like every year the teachers ask for that. But this year, you can't find them. I was going to say, I'm sorry, whoever our teachers are going to be for the year, but I'm looking for Lysol wipes, but they're hard to come by.
Does it feel like school to you? It doesn't feel like
No, it
school
doesn't.
time
I was kind of like mom pouting for a while, like my kids should be back in school because they were supposed to start the 25th. But now that it's, I'm like, that's okay. We'll enjoy.
It doesn't quite feel like we're there yet. So maybe, we've always said this, Minnesota does a great job because they start after Labor Day. I don't know why exactly North Dakota doesn't do that, but they do. And I just wish we'd kind of just table it to September. I mean, nice weather here is so short anyways. It's like, we got plenty of time to be in school and it's cold. But so it's nice. We're doing it this year. Maybe they'll change that indefinitely.
Yeah, my husband's on the same page as you are. I guess I just look, I'm going to be like Debbie Downer here, but I feel like kids are ready to get out of the classroom in May after being a long school year.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't like them having to go all the way through May. I like them to be first week of May, they're like, let me out. Versus right now, I feel like it's beautiful out, but my kids are kind of like,
That's fair.
I'm ready to go get back on a routine and see my friends and stuff like that.
So what if we just made the school day longer, but the year shorter?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I say yes, but I don't know.
I mean, it would kind of line up with people's, jobs better too, because kids get out at 2:30 or 3, parents working until 5 or 6.
There is that weird gap.
Yeah. So maybe if you just made the days a little bit longer, but the year actually shorter, then they could fit it in from the middle of September to, heck, the end of April and let the kiddos go, right?
Yeah, once it starts, after a long winter,
Yeah.
they're just like, it's nice out and we want to get outside. We've been cooped up in the school forever, so I don't know. We should make our pitch.
Should we just be superintendents?
I feel like we know what we're talking about. People at home who are actually in higher education and education, they're like, no. There's probably research that has proven why this shouldn't
And
be
by
the
the way,
plan.
I will make free pizza for everybody. So, all right.
Oh, well then we vote for your plan. Real quickly too, I want to say, I did the online back to school shopping. This is like a preview. This is always one of my favorite things to do on North Dakota Today. I do back to school shopping with Aji Berg, and we go to stores and my girls get to try on back to school clothes. The world is different. So instead we did virtual, and these are just kind of, a little taste of some of the outfits that Aji picked for my girls. And then she was texting back and forth with Marley, and we were so it was all online. And I put in the order online, so hopefully we get these clothes and we can do some modeling. That's next week, so I'm a little ahead of the game. But yeah, so everything's, we got masks on our school supply list, and I'm doing virtual back to school shopping for the clothing. It's weird. It's a weird world. Okay, coming up next, also one of my favorite interviews we do every year, talking about making the most out of small spaces. A lot of people are going to be making the dorms their new home, but we can take that advice for our own homes too if you have a small space. We're checking in with NDSU next.